Hi everyone, FIFA Career Gems here. Thanks for tuning into my channel today. And if you like to keep up to date with the latest FIFA Career Mode news, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, maybe leave this video a like. In the squad update last week, there was a new high potential player added called Rabbi Matondo, formerly of Manchester City, and he's recently transferred to Schalke in the Bundesliga. So it's now time to give him the FCG training treatment and see how quickly we can get him to achieve his 85 potential. So to give myself more time to train Rabbi Matondo up, we'll decline to participate in the pre-season tournament. This gives me more time for training sessions. So the first thing to do is to check out Rabbi Matondo as he is at the start of career mode, and he's a 66 rated right midfielder, 17 years of age with a potential of 85, so showing great potential in his status. He's recently transferred to Schalke, so he's not available to loan out at the start of career mode. He's got electric pace to start with, very good physical attributes apart from stamina and strength. His mental attributes are a little bit raw, but again the training will increase that a little bit, and all the technicals, they can all be trained up. So let's get cracking with his training schedule. So the first drill, we're going to scroll across to Rabbi Matondo, and we're going to use one of the hard gold drills. And the first one we're going to use is race against the clock. That will increase sprint speed, ball control, dribbling and agility. So on to drill number 2, again we're going to be using a gold hard drill. There's a few options: adept attack scenarios, that will increase attack position, finishing, short pass and shot power. So we'll add that to his training schedule. So now we move on to training drill number 3, and we'll have a look at a few of the passing drills that are still available that are gold hard drills. So we've got two options really: timed lofted pass, and we scroll across to the passing. We've also got another option right at the bottom, and that is crossing scenarios, which increases crossing and long pass. If we scroll back up to timed lofted through pass, that increases vision and long pass, so we'll decide to go for that one. So we'll add timed lofted through pass as training drill number 3, and now we'll move on to training drill number 4. The gold drills now, they're becoming very few and far between, and at this point I'm going to add a defending drill in there, and there's two options in the goal hard drills. It's either defend the mini net, which will increase interception, standing tackle and slide tackle, or adept defending scenarios, which will increase all of those three plus marking. So it really is a no-brainer at this point to add adept defending scenarios as training drill number 4. And now the final drill, there's only one other option now we can use in the goal hard drill section. We need to scroll all the way across to set pieces. As you can see, all the other drills now have been shaded out, and this is the last one left we can use: direct free kick novice. So we'll add that to the training schedule as the final and 5th training drill in this schedule. So that is now all 5 drills, all for Rabbi Matondo, all gold drills. So we'll save that preset as preset number 1 and use that throughout this season. I haven't got the skill level or in fact the time to play any of the training drills, so I'll simulate all every single time and achieve very good results using Simulator. So now we move on to the following week. I've made my first signing in the Schalke career mode, Matthias de Ligt, the highly rated Ajax centre back. Rabbi Matondo, as you can see in the training window there, he's still 66 rated but very close to achieving his first +1. So using the same training drills, he's now trained up +1 up to 67. So now we're going to skip a little bit further forward to the 26th of August, and there you can see Rabbi Matondo, he's grown by +3 already. Using the same training schedule, he's now grown by +4 up to 70 rated, and we're still only in August of season number 1. When I'm doing a growth test career mode like this one, I don't play many matches at all through the season, probably 2 or 3 maximum, just to get a feel of how the player that I'm training up is progressing. So what I do, I use this method. I use the calendar basically to sim from one Sunday to the next. When the following Sunday then comes round, I'll go back into the training screen, and using the same training schedule that I devised in the preset right at the start of the career mode, I'll use that every week and train the player up. The journey itself, getting to a high rating, can be quite boring, but the rewards at the end are worth it. So now we're approaching the end of season number 1 in April, and there you can see that Matondo has grown by +13 up to 79. Using the same training preset, he's now added an extra +1, making him 80 rated in season number 1. That's a massive +14 growth, and like I said, we're still only in season number 1 with a couple of months remaining. And there you can see my manager rating, it's getting very, very close to me dicing with death and facing the sack, so hopefully I can keep hold of my job for an extra season. And now we move into June, the final month of the season, and we're still using Race Against the Clock, Adept Attacking Scenarios, Time Lofted Through Pass, Adept Defending Scenarios and Direct Free Kick Novice. And Matondo has now grown by plus 15 up to 81 rated right at the end of season number 1. So now let's have a look at how his attributes have grown in a little bit more detail. And Matondo was already a very, very fast player anyway, but his pace has now gone off the scale. He's had a plus 1 in acceleration, plus 6 in agility, and a massive plus 10 in sprint speed. Looking across as well, his vision has also grown by plus 22. A massive plus 26 in long pass, plus 22 in finishing, plus 16 in ball control. His technicals have grown off the chart, an absolutely insane amount of growth in season number 1 for Matondo. And his value has actually increased by a massive 1500%. So all in all, a great first season for Rabbi Matondo, but not so much for me as a whole as a manager. Look at that 51 manager rating. Very, very lucky to keep hold of my job for season number 2. But that is a risk that you run when simming most of your matches. So now we move on to season number 2. I spent most of my transfer budget straight away on a new striker, Joseph Martinez from Atlanta United in the MLS, making him my number 1 striker for the upcoming season. The next job is to actually put Matondo on the loan list, with hope we can get him loaned out and increase that potential status using the potential loan glitch. So he's showing great potential as it stands. Add him to the loan list. And sadly, we didn't get one loan offer in for Rabbi Matondo in the first transfer window of season number 2, so it was back to work with his training. So using the same process of simming through, using the calendar from Sunday to Sunday, using the exact same preset as we did in season number 1 in his training. Remembering that Rabbi Matondo's potential was 85. We're in season number 2. We'll scroll back across through to the training screen. There you can see he's now up to 82 rated. Using the same training methods as season number 1, he's now up to 83 rated in September of season number 2, and that potential, like I previously mentioned, is 85, so we're edging increasingly closer to that potential. So skip forward a little bit further, and now we've got his first loan offer in from Juventus for Rabbi Matondo. So I've accepted the loan offer from Juventus for Rabbi Matondo, who's now 83 rated. And we'll use that trick now where if you go into the squad hub, remove Matondo from the loan list and add him to the transfer list, that loan offer should be accepted from Juventus. So scroll down to find Matondo, 83 rated Matondo, remove him from the loan list. There you can see he's approached by Juventus, then add him to the transfer list, and that should get this loan deal accepted. There you can see a few days later, email came saying Matondo had been loaned out to Juventus. But because the deal was agreed outside of a transfer window, Matondo will not join up with Juve until January. So while we're waiting for January to come around, we carried on with his training using the same training preset to see if we can get him any higher before he moves to Turin. So January came and Matondo went off on loan to Juventus. So now we're going to use a potential loan glitch to increase his potential status from showing great potential as it was prior to the loan up to an exciting prospect. So now he's 85 rated and an exciting prospect, meaning his potential now would naturally reach between 86 and 90. But because we're still right at the start of the January transfer window, we might as well stick him back on the loan list and hope we can increase that exciting prospect using potential loan glitch up to has potential to be special. So stick him back on the loan list and hope a new offer will come in before the end of the January transfer window. So a few days later, a loan offer for Matondo came in. Again, it was from a Serie A team. This time it was Fiorentina. So we're going to use the exact same little trick again by accepting the loan offer from Fiorentina. We're going to then go into the squad hub, scroll down and find Matondo, remove him from the loan list and add him to the transfer list, and that should get the loan deal accepted with Fiorentina. So remove from loan list, add to transfer list, and a few days later this loan to Fiorentina was accepted. So that's the second loan in this window for Matondo accepted. So all that remains to do now is use that potential loan glitch again to increase that potential status from exciting prospect as it was prior to him going on loan to Fiorentina, and increasing it up to has potential to be special, meaning his potential will then achieve naturally 91 or above. And there you can see Rabbi Matondo, 85 rated, 19 years of age, now has potential to be special. So finally, we'll have a look at his attributes as an 85 rated, 19 years of age, has potential to be special right midfield. And the first thing I notice is his sprint speed has increased by +2 up to 99, fastest player on the game. And again, all his technicals have grown beautifully. He's now £45 million in value. What a player he's turned into. So that is how easy it is to get Matondo up from showing great potential to has potential to be special and being one of the best youngsters on FIFA 19. All that remains to say is thank you so much for watching this video. Please tune in next time. FCG out.